Oh, hold on a sec. I forgot to plug my microphone in. It's funny. You just forget these little things. There we go. Microphone's in. Readjust my light. All right. So the question was, can you fit Classics and Masterverse into Origins vehicles? Now, I don't have all the Origins vehicles, so maybe like, well, man, Todd, I was really curious about Roton, for instance. As you guys saw in my video, I did not get Roton. I walked down the store, it was in my hands, and I ended up putting it back away and decided it was not worth the price because I already had the coolest Roton ever, which was the Classics one. Yeah, I'm guessing Roton's going to be too small as well. Hey, Juan Soto. So hopefully somebody else can fill that in and actually do a small video on the Roton one, but we shall see. Wow, a lot of you guys are already on here. Let's see, Jason's on here, Jeff's on here, Relaxorian, Figure Motion 23. Hey, Adrian, thanks for joining us. I'll put my iPad right up here. It's almost out of power. So let's start by first trying to get them to fit without doing any alterations to the figures. And then we'll do some alterations to the figures, and then we will try some to fit them again. So let's start with Classics, and then we'll move to Masterverse. So we'll start with the easy one that I know is not going to work, but I will just show you guys, and that is the Landshark. Landshark! Oh, I still got my volume up on my iPad, causing a strange echo. There we go. Hey, Jinx Caliber. Hey, Alfink. So let's go and stick this in here. And if you go stick them in, you can kind of get them to fit a little bit. But his legs hit, you can see right there on the inside, his feet are right there, right inside the jaw. And so that's as far in as you can get them. So that is it. Now, if he could bend more, if he had more bend in his waist to be able to fit. So let's go ahead and try Spare Parts Man, because I think he actually bends more because his loincloth is softer rubber. Oh, look at that. He can bend quite a bit. Let's try to go ahead and see if we can get him in there. Come on, Spare Parts Man. So Spare Parts Man does fit a little better in there just because his legs bend more, but still not the greatest fit. Kind of sticking out there, and again, his feet are just jammed right up inside the mouth of that vehicle. So I did make a video on how to convert this to make it work for Classics. Basically, you take this piece off right here. Then you take your Dremel tool with a cutting blade and cut off. I'll take the engine off too. Cut this back, and then replace it with this seat. Dun, da, da, that sits back further, and then put these handles on right here on both sides for the figure to grip onto. Actually, these handles are cool to use even without Classics, just to, even for the Origins to hang on to. And there you go. There is your, I got the handles on the wrong side. There we go. It's a better fit. And that's how you make it all work. Now I've done 2 of these already and sold them both. I was planning on making another one. I just haven't got around to it. But there you go, because they never made Landsharks for Classics. So that's why. It looks like he's riding a go-kart. In fact, you know what? Let me see if I can find the video really quick. Let's see. Let's go to... Well, that stinks. How do I get to my channel? There we go. Oh, I don't think I can search on my own channel. Yeah, it just lets me search YouTube. Yeah, unfortunately, I can't look on my iPad. I can't search like I can on my computer. Oh, well. If you search Landshark on my channel, you will find the updated one to make it fit for Classics. It's pretty cool. All right. There we go. Let's see. I didn't get any personal one from any of you. Interesting. All right. Let's go ahead and try the Landshark for Masterverse. Let's take his mighty axe out of his back. You know what? I should use the regular Masterverse figure so you guys can see the full. Now, in reality, Skeletor would ride in here, and Skeletor's shorter, so let's go ahead and grab Skeletor. Skeletor! Or actually, Merman might even ride in here, or even Trapjaw. I've seen people use all those for that. So, there's good old Trappy. We'll just grab him. He's just sitting right here on top, just waiting to be used. I don't know why people use Trapjaw. I guess they figure Trapjaw is a steel jaw, and Landshark has a steel jaw. I mean, I could kind of see that idea. Now, at first I thought it's because their butt was in the way and their knees had to bend, but their knees actually hit this bar right here, which is also where it goes down and opens more. So once you open it, their legs are even more crammed. And you can see good old Trappy, he's quite a ways away. And in fact, his legs kind of block it from opening. So, not a good fit. Let's try old Bonehead. Nuh-uh-uh. Skeletor. Wow, what is wrong with his leg? That's not good. Okay. Hopefully I don't break his leg off doing this. Oh. The Skeletor might actually fit. Let's use some of those double jointed knees he has there. See if we can't get some little bit of bend. Ooh, there we go. Double jointed knees. Okay. That didn't help at all. I just made it worse. Ooh. Okay. Straighten those legs back out, man. So close. Let's point his toes and try to get it into the mouth more. Up and over. I actually made it worse. We'll go the other way. He was getting pretty... Oh, look at that. I think I got his butt all the way down. So, Skeletor, surprisingly, can fit in there. Now, his toes are visible. Tickle, tickle. But, you can actually get his butt in the seat just by flexing his knees just a little bit in the saddle there. Let's put these handles on so he has something to grip onto. Of course, you know what? His arms are so long, he might actually be able to reach the handles, unlike Origins. He might actually fit better in this than the figure it was designed for. Nope. Stretch that arm, man. Nope, it ain't happening. It's time to go with plan B, and that is the extra... the extra controls. There we go. Let's put it on this side now. Oh yeah, this hand does not want to cooperate. There we go. So I'm pleasantly surprised you can get Masterverse Skeletor actually in there. I mean, it's not the best fit, but it's not horrible. Alright. Let's go ahead and try the Man of Murnus. He's a lot skinnier anyway. Seaman, where are you? Oh, he's already sitting out. I forgot. He's sitting right over here. Just chilling. Chilling without any other villains. It's funny. When my oldest boy was younger, I bought him a merman and a battle ram. And so merman was actually his good guy. And he called him Fred Eckler. Oh, his loincloth is way tighter. There's no way his legs are going to go up there. This is a much harder rubber than this one was. This one has slits all the way up. So Merman, unfortunately, can't get his legs in a very good position to ride the vehicle. So he ain't going. So, Skeletor. Skeletor can ride in there, and that's probably about it. Alright, I think we've exhausted Landshark and all we can do with it. Let me check your guys' comments here. Prince Adam could sleep in the Wind Raider and the vehicle rides itself. Sure. Did Mattel mess up on the handlebars? So stupid. Yep, they did. There's no way an Origins figure can hang on to these. You know, if you were to take Skeletor and stick him in there from Origins, he has to sit so far forward to even hang on to the handles that it just doesn't. Really, these figures are made to fit in there. Let's try that again. Let's try that again, shall we? See, his arms are just too short, and by the time you hook them up to there, he's no longer, yeah. So I actually use the handles even just for the Origins figures so they can actually have controls to hang on to. Now they also have handles on the gun, but there's no way his hands are going to go way back there on the back of the gun. So that ain't working either. That ain't working. That's the way you do it. Anyway, let's put the Landshark down. Let me put the extra pieces away so I don't lose them. So when I convert this over, and we'll have all the parts I need. Ugh, look at that. Give it to me. All right, so next up is this little jet vehicle, which is the front part of the Landshark. Not Landshark. Front part of the battle ram. And I can't remember what this is called. What did they end up calling it? Oh, Sky Sled. I got that one over there. So here's the Sky Sled. Ooh, it's like one of those rides that you pay a quarter for. Anyway, so let's go ahead and first start with He-Man. Okay. Now Classics already has a, yeah, if you want to put his feet on the pedals, you're already done. His feet can't go on the pedals, but if you put his feet past the pedals, then you might be, and I'm grabbing another He-Man. All right, here we go. Doop. Oh, his hand came off. Dude, you're losing body parts. Firmly grasp it. Okay. So, if you put him in the saddle, like that, something like that, I guess you could do it. So his feet do hang past the bottom of it, so during landings to put his feet up or something. If you try to bend his knee a whole bunch, you could potentially get him in there, but it takes an awful lot of bending. Yeah, that's just ridiculous. So there you go. That's about as good as you're gonna get it. Let's go. All right. I don't have the evil parts to put on there, but let's go and try Skeletor anyway. Something is definitely wrong with this leg. This leg is gonna bust off on me, I can tell. It's having the same problems it had when I first opened him. I'm going to have to douse them in hot water. Not the hot water. The hot water, man. We don't want your leg breaking off during a live video feed. Of course, this water's not tall enough. No. So I guess I first got to bust his legs off and then put him in the hot water. But let's try old Hordak. His legs don't have the same problem as the first issue of Skeletor, and he's about the same body size. So, and he's blue. Yeah, he's got the same issue as He-Man did. Same issue. It ain't going. Classics. I'm sure we're going to see the exact same thing going on here. By the time you get him in the seat, he's got to sit like... Ugh. Yep, yeah, it's just way too big. It's like he's trying to sit on a little kid's big wheel. So, nix on this one. Not going to work for Origin or for Classics or Masterverse. Put Stinker on the side sled. Perfect feed and all. I don't think I have a Stinker out anymore. Yep, I only got a Stinker mint in the box. I didn't actually have one open, so I had one, but I sold it. All right, so let's try the Cat of Battleness, Battle Cat himself. All right, so his loincloth won't fit in between the saddle. He-Man's butt's just a little bit too big, and it rides up right there on the saddle. Let me get an extra light so you guys can see. So you just can't push him down any further just because of how tight this is pinched. I guess you can really jam it in there, but he's not going to have kids later. So there you go. So you can kind of put it in there, but it's a really, really tight fit. It would make more sense to almost put his loincloth in front, which I know looks really weird then, having his loincloth in front of the saddle. He does fit better that way, but yeah, that's just wrong. Ouch. Ugh. Bend those knees. Yeah, that's just wrong. If you put it in though, I suppose if you heat the saddle up and then jam them in there, it might cause it to spread. I'm not going to actually ruin my Battle Cat to try that, but that is something you could possibly do. Let's go and try a smaller figure in case you wanted to make like a different Battle Cat for somebody else and see how they fit. Yeah, his loincloth's the same size. It's causing the same issue. All right, I'll put the Origins on there too. What the heck? Or the Classics, I mean. I'll actually use He-Man though, because his loincloth doesn't hang down as far. Now, this is my go-to He-Man. This is my number one. Yep, his loincloth gets really in the way. But not too bad. Not as bad as it does for the other ones. All right, Battle Cat, you're done. Let's go ahead and move on to the next. The horse, of course. There we go. And let's go ahead and start with Classics first, since I already had them out. Oh, my battery's dying fast. Hey, Chris, it's okay if you're late. No problem. Bro, this is cruel. So for the horse, because they almost just stand in there, if you bend the legs way in and kind of tuck him under the seat. So he's almost kneeling in the horse. Then you can kind of almost get it to fit. Not the best, but from a front view, it looks all right. But from the seat view, you still got a lot to really like about how it sits. But let's go ahead and try Masterverse. Get your legs in there, man. I don't want to go. You're going, He-Man. Ugh. Well, he does fit better. Jam on it. Jam on it. Jam on it, on it. There we go. So you can kind of jam him in there. It's like he's riding a little toy horse because his legs are just so short. And you can imagine He-Man's legs, how long they would be. And He-Man's legs were longer than the horse's legs. It's kind of funny. All right. So there's the horse. Kind of works, but not spectacular. Now, what surprisingly is this vehicle here, the Wind Raider. They made this thing huge compared to the original toy. The original toy is like a little boat, and you can see how much room they have in there. I mean, there is a mass amount of room inside where the legs go. So let's go ahead and see how a figure fits in there. We'll try Classics first. And surprisingly, bam, there's lots of room. He fits in there no problem, with room to spare. You can almost put a friend in the back if you had enough leg room. I mean, it's unbelievable how much room he fits in there. And then his hands would actually fit onto the handles too. So this actually would work fine for Classics. In fact, this almost is a better size for Classics than the Wind Raider we got. The Wind Raider we got is huge. And this one, of course, is not quite as huge as the one we got. Now, did I alter the string on this one? I can't remember if I pulled this one apart and altered the string or not. Let's take a look. No, it's still pretty short. I know for my other Wind Raider, I actually made the string longer for the Classics. Ugh. Let's go ahead and try the Masterverse. I'm sure he's going to fit too. I mean, he is a little taller than Classics, but yeah, he does fit. Now, he does look a little ridiculous in the seat because he is such a bigger figure, but he still does fit in there. So there you go. Now, in the cartoon, they had signs 4 people in here are, you know, and Battle Cat across the back seat laying this way. So they obviously had different sizes in the cartoon. All right, let's see if Skeletor is ready to cooperate now that we've pulled his head off and soaked him in hot water. Let's pull his legs off first, or his feet off first. And you know what? It's hot enough to work. There we go. Now it's not springing on me. Hooray. I guess I don't need to pull his feet off. Just trying to teach Skeletor a lesson. Ugh. All right, where's your head? I've lost my head. Oh, gotta put his cape on too. It's funny, someone asked me how to make cloth capes, and really it's just cutting the cloth with a hole in it. And I put a video on there showing that. And that's basically all it pretty much is just cutting a hole in your cloth cape. That's the biggest. Oh yeah, he'll fit in it, no problem. Lots of room to spare. You know what? I'm going to grab this toy again and bring it back up now that we got his legs functional. And let's just see how he fits in here. All right, time to get on the kitty ride. Oh yeah, Skeletor can ride it with no problemo. Look at that. So for Skeletor, you can even use the foot pegs. I mean, his knees are a little jammed up, but he can actually ride this and doesn't look too crazily crazy on it. I mean, yeah, his knees are kind of jammed up there, but not bad. Of course, his cape's going to catch fire pretty soon. I'm surprised that works so well. I wonder if he has the same size body as Stinkor or something. Because someone was saying before Stinkor fit on there. I'm glad he went back and revisited that. You know what? Now that he's so limber, let's just see how he fits in the Landshark. Now he should probably fit even easier now that we've got his leg working. Let's try this one more time. One more time. You can do it, Skeletor. We believe in you. Oh, yes. I got his butt to sit down all the way. And there's his feet. It's just a slight bend in the knees is all it has. You can see the slight bend in his knees. And that gives it just enough room to sit his butt all the way back. And there we go. So Skeletor can ride in the Landshark without any alterations. And you can see, well, let me try to get him out without bending his knees again so you can see what his knees look like. Come on, Skilly. Do the dance. So here's how he was sitting in there. Just like that. And so his feet were cocked up and his knees were slightly bent. And that just gave him just enough room to fit. Alright. And that's it. That's all that I have for vehicles. Because I don't think they've made the Talon Fighter yet. And I didn't buy the other one. So as far as him fitting into, I can't think of the name of the vehicle now. Roton. I have no idea about the Roton, but he can fit into the Landshark with a lot of effort, and he can fit easily into the Wind Raider. They all can. They can't fit very well in, well, he can. He can fit on a jet sled. So Skeletor fits the best on all of them for some reason because his body's a little bit smaller. You know what? Let's try him on Battle Cat. What the heck? Maybe his loincloth is smaller too. Nope. His package is in the way as well. Does not fit. Alright. There you go. That is all I have. Let's see. Triclops fits well in the jet sled. Nice, Masterfar. Let's see. So Rick and Jeff are talking amongst themselves. So, all right. I'm trying to think about any questions that are for me directly. Well, that is it. Like, subscribe, tell your friends, and I might have another video later tonight. Maybe not. We'll see. Look at this cool mouse pad. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, speaking of Castle Grayskull stuff, my wait list for the floors is full. I actually added one extra person beyond the number I was planning on taking on. So instead of doing my wait list of 10, I actually did one of 11. I felt bad for this person because they asked me a while ago if I had any. And I said, oh, not right now. And then they asked me again. The wait list just filled up like an hour before that. And so I thought, okay, what the heck? I will put them on as the 11th person. So there you go. And right now I have someone that's not reaching back out to me. And if they don't, then I might have another spot available open. So just as a heads up. Come on, dude. Hold your sword. There we go. Ta-da. Let's see. Laughing, I hope title's okay with me posting it. Ah, a bit busy to read our chat. Okay, let's take a look. It is live. He's just not paying attention to chat. Hey Todd, I posted my Christmas program. It's in the chat. Hope that was okay. Sure, Mike. No problem. All right. Yeah, I'm sorry I was annoying you guys in chat. What are your thoughts on the $600 Eternia playset? That is a really good question. I actually made a whole entire video on it just yesterday. Go check that out. It's about an hour-long video listening to me rant about how I feel about it. And it's actually, after all said and done, closer to 700. So, nice. All right. Like, subscribe, tell your friends. Sorry I was ignoring you guys on chat. And I will see you guys next video. If you do have questions, feel free to let me know. And if I can, I'll make a video answering your questions. And that's all that I got. Mr. O'Connor, you are welcome. Toys R Us. All right. Until next time, good journey.